Yay-Z, you know the job. Ayazahab. Badness no sir. Let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the clock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket steer boy. You must see one back this prayer. When the map stick praise that big straight. Shot misplaced. The key them in your head stop misbehaved. Catch his face. The key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this space. War with them gonna like plastic plate. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We not take drape up. We not take gate up, we not stay up. And when the next day come, we not change up. Man, I ask them, but as them wake up. AK bus boy, head top shake up. So tell a pussy well don't violate us. No care where you status, where you take up. Every man a killer till me for dead face you straight up. Great stuff, one way slim, bigger than NATO. Man we bust it to NATO. Only man we afraid that are the creator, the maker. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15 and AR rounds. AR-15s and AR rounds. AR-15s and let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the clock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket steer boy. You must see one map this prayer. When the map stick praise that lick straight. Shot misplaced. The teeth them in your head stop misbehave. Catch his face. The key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this space. War with them gonna like plastic plate. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. Yeah.
Who's that creeping through my window? 40 on me like I'm Winslow. Hit that nigga with that act right. I was fighting wars day and night. Who's that creeping through my window? 40 on me like I'm Winslow. Hit that nigga with that act right. I was fighting wars day and night. They keep it real when niggas, man, most of y'all frauds. Live like you frauds. Y'all pussy niggas gon' ride for your dogs. Right at your man, put the dagger right in his heart. I'm playing my part. Definitely I'm playing it smart. And if I don't get you, then I'm coming for your brother then. Or his mother then. It's kinda crazy revenge settling. They sold and murdered the natives when they was settling. Coming in out of the water that they was fishing in. I was raised in hell. It got dark when I was pedaling. White man harassing the block when we was pedaling. White man who also was the plug when we was pedaling. I would never fraud if I was on David Letterman. This is UPK and I'm Chava Shabazz. When the Christ come back, I'm gonna ride on your ass. Got the Johnny Walker in me, and I'm out of my bag. I'm on my Friday the 13th with the gun and the mask. Ha! Who's that creeping through my window? 40 on me like I'm Winslow. Hit that nigga with that act right. I was fighting wars day and night. Who's that creeping through my window? 40 on me like I'm Winslow. Hit that nigga with that act right. I was fighting wars day and night.
Hey yo, Carbonaccio, fucking doing crazy like the destined on the flock though. Righteous on the block though. The beat I catch a ride, but I always miss my stop though. Beefing with my shorty till I stuck it in the taco. Who's that creeping through my window? I ain't with the complications, I'ma keep it simple. Burn all black, black icky to the tempo. You gon' find exactly what you looking for in limbo. We gon' get it in though. Experience I live from 2036. I see my brother when it's been done. Every day I think about the trouble that I slid from. That's why I call a white man the devil, cause he is one. It's not a motherfucker. I think we should just forgive. That act right gave a nigga reason to live. Give you extra if you take it back or you renege. See him creeping no Newport, I squeeze the cig.
Who's that creeping through my window? 40 on me like I'm Winslow. Hit that nigga with that act right. I was fighting wars day and night. Who's that creeping through my window? 40 on me like I'm Winslow. Hit that nigga with that act right. I was fighting wars day and night.
Where's the competition? I'm bored with it. Stepping up on a board mission. I keep 2 fours with it. Don't feel like a Ford hitter. The piece I'm adored with it, but you can get gored with it. You don't want to war with him. Just hammer, I'm bored with it. You pray for my downfall. I just pray that the Lord with him. Taking every shot. And I'm keeping the score with him. But this ain't a game. Ain't no back and forth with him. So quick, I'm just to kill. You can tell how that forfeit him. Issues ain't in him. That beef is takeout. That means it's your steak dinner. I grip the stick, hit the switch and make you switch gender. That stretch 5 is too much. I make you switch center. That pressure on you call for God, you a chain center. A warlord, don't show no pain, just put that pain in her. A pillar in the shit, you know it ain't no change in her. It's legit if you see it in my name in it. It's UPK, nigga. Get it.
Who's that creeping through my window? 40 on me like I'm Winslow. Hit that nigga with that act right. I was fighting wars day and night. Who's that creeping through my window? 40 on me like I'm Winslow. Hit that nigga with that act right. I was fighting wars day and night.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Shabbat Yahweh Shemar Atan Bashim Yashai, ISU PK coming on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Officer Apayak out here in Arizona, holding class down. Saying once again, we got classes from Tuesday to Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saying on Saturday, we got the Sabbath service from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I'm saying you come down, the address is down the bottom, right up?
The schedule at the bottom.
The schedule and address?
Nothing.
Not the address. The address is 12416 North 28 Drive. Saying that's 12416 North 28 Drive. Saying off the 17 of Cactus, and you had what? What is this? South? No. So okay, you had west of the 17. I'm saying first right, you can't miss us. Just see the sign, ISUPK, see the billboard out there. So in today's class, we're gonna go over false prophets. I'm saying who are they, and how to identify false prophets. I'm saying first off, let's jump into it first. Give me Ezekiel up if you can for me. All right. Give me Ezekiel 34:10. Ezekiel 34:10. All right. So in the Bible, you know that Christ dealt with false prophets, right? All through the Bible, Christ dealt with false prophets. His disciples dealt with false prophets, and ISUPK, we're gonna deal with false prophets. So in the Christian church is a false prophet. Why we say they're a false prophet? Because the people that's follow in the Christian church, following them, they should be here in ISUPK. I'm saying any given day, get me right in this, any given day, any Christian church, would you say is easily their building is half full, right? Easily half full. I'm saying we turn you around and show you these chairs. I'm saying you won't find the truth in ISUPK, the rooms being half full. You won't find that because the Christian church is where the false prophet is. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church is where men tell other men things to pacify them. Where in ISUPK, we're gonna hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? It's tougher to be in here. You know what I'm saying, just like Christ was hard to stomach for people. That's why vast majority of people, they followed the Sadducees and Pharisees, because the Sadducees and Pharisees are easy to stomach. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna jump right into false prophets, man. Who are they and how to identify them, right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34 and verse 10. Thus saith the Lord God, behold, I am against the shepherds.
I'm against what?
The shepherds.
Most High said he's against the shepherds, right? Who be a shepherd today? I feel like I just in fact, who is Kabbalah off the line?
La,
Okay. Razan?
la.
Okay, no sweat. So false prophets, or the shepherds rather, will be today like who? Famous one.
T.D. Jakes.
Man, brother said T.D. Jakes. I'm saying I was gonna say Martin Luther King. I did. You're
Damn,
right. I
God.
did say today. I'm saying he's not here today, but Martin Luther King is a famous shepherd,
God.
absolute famous shepherd. Right? A shepherd is supposed to be there to do what? Gather the sheep, right? To lead a flock. Martin Luther King, as a brother said, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, which every time I say his name, Creflo Dollar, like he's telling you in his name, right, Parag? I feel like he's kind of like boasting and telling you in his name who he is. Creflo Dollar, right? These men are false prophets. How you know they're false prophets? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna show you how to identify them being a false prophet. Keep going from here.
And I will require my flock at their hand.
Require my what?
My flock at their hand.
Most High said he will require their flock at their hand. How would the Most High require the flock? I'm saying, ask yourself this: if it's a parent, right? How would your parent require you out of someone else's hand? I'm not coming up on there. I don't think I even have the microphone on. Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Okay, come on. So let me make sure my end too. I usually do. So lock here, man. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I can hear it. Right? But if you're a parent, how would you require your flock or your flock out of the shepherd's hand? I'm saying, how would you do it? Mosai said he would require the flock from their hand. One day in the Christian church, which I brought up earlier, how they usually packed and full. There's a day coming where those churches are gonna be empty, man.
Right.
Those churches are gonna be empty. That's how you gonna know. I'm saying that they're a false prophet. That's how you know. There's no way. I'm saying that these men are actually here to lead the flock. In that day, you would know. You guys got more for me on that?
Concept.
Go ahead.
And cause them to cease from feeding the flock. Neither shall the shepherds feed themselves anymore.
Neither shall the what?
The shepherds feed themselves anymore.
Mark my words. The minute T.D. Jakes start losing money up, he's not able to buy the mansion that I'm saying that he likes to buy and the cars that he likes to buy and the vacations that they like to go on. The minute that starts to happen, I promise you, he will rebuke all these people, man. He would turn his back on the flock. And that's how you know he's a false prophet. Mosai said he's gonna stop them, paraphrasing, he's gonna stop them from able to feed themselves, making money. That's really what they're doing it for. You know what I'm saying? All these churches and pastors, they're really in it for the money. Don't forget, some of the biggest gangsters in the neighborhood, drug dealers who got locked up, went into prison, and when they come out, they become what? Pastors. Now, to the naked mind or evil man, and as I say the word evil, I do mean evil man or a woman, right? To that naked eye, it looks as if, well, they doing the right thing. Like they change their life. How so? How so? I always ask that question. How so? And you go look it up. Some of your biggest drug dealers and our bosses, mob bosses, and all that. You know that there was a mob boss by the name of he worked for the Gambino family. His name was Michael Francis was his name. You can go type it into your YouTube or whatever. His name is Michael Francis. Do you know that Michael Francis, he was what you called like the blue collar man for the mob, right? So he had on a suit. In their eyes, he dressed real nice, real professional, right? And Michael Francis would order men dead, right? You all know he got in trouble for this. He admitted this, right? So he would order men dead. You know, today, Michael Francis is a pastor. Michael Francis today is a pastor. Not only him, go look up all your old time, many of those killers, man, and what's the one that snitched on John Gotti? His name is the one that snitched on John Gotti, Sammy the Bull, that snitched on John Gotti. All these men are now deacons, and now to the naked eye, like I said before, it looks as if, man, they changed their life. They found God. Everyone has the right to find God, right? I'm not so quick to believe as you are, right? Now, ISUPK, I'm trained to see beyond the foolishness. I'm saying the fuckery, as they may say, right? These men are doing it for money. Michael Francis became a pastor for money. Me personally, I don't think the so-called person can be changed. I don't think he can change, right? And because I don't think he can change, I'm able to see around the foolery. They became pastors because we know that in the church, the money is tax-free, right? I'm saying? So they figure, the most sophisticated way for them to make money under the umbrella of a church. I'm saying no different than your popes and in the Catholic Church, they're all gangsters too, right? That's his name, right? Michael Francis. Huh?
I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, Michael Francis. Yeah, man. He was the father of. His dad was an underboss of some. I'm saying anyway, well, yes, actually became a pastor. You know what I'm saying, just like him, just like many other bosses and killers, all got out and went to church. All of them. You know what I'm saying, and that's what's in these churches today, and that's what the Most High was prophesying. You know what I'm saying, through his prophets thousands of years ago, right? Thousands and thousands of years ago, he was prophesying this. That's it on that up. I think that's it. Go ahead.
For I will deliver my flock from their mouth, that they may not be meat for them.
They may not be meat for them, right? Because the people's feeding them, right? Michael Francis wouldn't be in there pretending to be a godly man if people wasn't there paying him money and paying tithes. I did the math, man, and I tell people the average Christian church, let's say, have about what? We say 200 chairs. Well, those 200 chairs, they have 3 services a day, right? Morning, afternoon, and night service. Let's say in those 200 chairs, they have 150 to be safe, right? But the 150 they have, let's say each person give an average of, I don't know, $10, right? Do the math, 150 times 10, right? 150 times 10. Right now, that's $1,500. Follow me. That's like the small, I'm not even talking about the mega churches. I'm giving you like the small little back alley, I'm saying, church, right? In the rugged ghetto. That's 15,000, right? For each service. They have 3 services. So 15 times 3, right? It's 45. 45,000 or 45, yes, 4,500 they're making just that day, right? And they have in service what, 7 days a week? That's how much they'll take in. And that's truly, if they're looking at this number right now, they will laugh at me. Like that is nothing. 31,500 a week. And how much week there is, right? In a month. 4 weeks in a month, time that by 4, a month. Right? I mean, do the math. A year, 1.5. And that's, don't forget, this money is tax-free. So these criminals, right? They figured out a way. Hold up. Why we got to go out there and do all the racketeer? All that shit is old. The new hustle today, and not even today, the longest running the hustle is in that church. So why not just switch over to that? And exactly what they did. All right? Give me Matthews out if you can for me. Saying Matthew's give me 7 first. Matthew 7 and 15.
Is the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits.
Know them by their what?
Their fruits.
Now, earlier I told you that. We're going to get into it a little later, right? And show you how you know them. You know them by what again?
Their fruits.
Their fruits. What fruit has the Christian church produced? What's that? I forgot what that pastor's name is again. That he got in trouble for buying multi-million like houses and cars and going on vacation, and they had him on trial. I forgot his name.
You talking about Tyler Dockett?
No. Damn, he did it. Damn.
Yep.
Was that what? Damn, huh? So they on trial?
Yeah.
He shall know them by their fruits, right? What they produce, right? The Christian church, hey, I say it, man. The Christian church have the most whores, man. I'm gonna come on and say it. Christian church produce whores. How do I know? You see, all the whores that I've known from being in school, all of them went to church on Sunday. And when I say all of them, I do mean every last one of them went to church on Sunday with their mama or grannies, and they get up and go to church every Sunday. Every Sunday they get up and go to church. Right? You see all the men that your killers and rapists and all them, they were in church too. You see your child molesters, they were in church. They were in church. They were your deacons, what are some titles they have in church? Deacons, bishops. Slocky, you can tell, I'm saying I didn't go there, but they were in church. That's where they come from. They came from the church. All these people came from the church. Your child molesters came from the church because he was molesting those children in all their Sunday Bible study classes, and when they used to go off on retreat, right? I'm hearing that they send their children off to retreat for these churches, right? Yeah. Your children go up there, they get molested, and guess what they do? They grow up and they molest other people, and the people they molest other people, and it goes on and on and on. That's the type of fruit it produce. Produce weak men, absolutely weak men, right? Weak men like your I can't say his name. Every class I'm bringing this radio station up, man. Charlemagne, right? Weak men like that. This man, I have to fast forward every time this man get on the radio station. He's a 45-year-old man. Truthfully, Charlemagne is old enough. He old enough to be my daddy, right? He gets on a radio station, and this man, him and the other light-skinned brother, and they're playing, as they call, gay games. This is something I noticed on job sites, right? Every job site I've been on, I don't know what is it about men. I don't know what is it about men and playing with other men and making jokes with other men, gay jokes with other men. I just don't get it. To me, like this just tells me that their father, either they had no fathers or their father did a terrible job and didn't tell them they're a little kid, you don't play them games. Right. I remember when I was a little kid. I'll sit here and tell you right now, I was a little kid. I remember my daddy coming up to me and saying, "Hey, we don't play them games." I'm sitting there laughing, joking. I think I forgot what happened. Somebody had said, I'm laughing and joking at it. Right? It was something on the TV, I think it was. I was young, man. I was real young. The nigga looked over at me, Pops looked over at me, looked me dead in my shit, looked in my eyes, and told me, "Hey, what are you laughing at? We don't play them games." From that day, he, just from a look alone, I knew it was serious. Ever since then, we don't play them games. That's something that a child had to be taught. Thank the Most High, my father didn't go to the church, so he didn't have time to become a child molester like all these deacons and all them. I'm saying, it was in church because he was a man that didn't go to the church. But that's what the church produced. I'm saying that's what these false prophets are at in these churches. Every single job site, man. Every single job site I've been on, whether it's me working in construction, whether the pipe side, steel side, concrete side, and now even plumbing side. I hear the side jokes now, right? Whether it me working in a warehouse, Amazon, UPS, get me around this. These men, they all run the same kind of jokes, and they laugh and play with each other. Landscaping, they all laugh and play with each other. It kind of make me like wanna. I'll come to you. It kind of make me wanna tell a lot of you women out there. You see your boyfriends or your husbands, how tough they are, and they look all mean and rare. The truth is, they go to work and they're getting bullied. They getting talked about. They tell little black jokes and they have to laugh and pull their head down. They soft. I'm letting you know right now. They're all playing gay games there. I'm telling on them. I'm telling today, bro. I'm saying until they all playing gay. All of them playing gay games. Facts. All of them are gay, laughing and joking, playing games. They don't want to come home and act like they're big and bad with you. That's a fact. Go ahead, Slack.
Yeah, no, it's like you said, it's like that everywhere. So, like, you know, we've worked a lot like the construction and stuff like that.
You know, shit.
And that's all you find. But even when, like, I worked in office environments, even then,
damn, for real,
there that are in them office buildings, they're making gay jokes. I mean, and some of the gay jokes,
office guys too.
Yeah, and some of it's so bad, like some of it's so bad you damn near have to walk out. Like it's bad. It's damn near like they are absolutely homosexual and they're not afraid to show it, but they're acting like they're pretending to be gay. Like that's how bad some of them jokes get. It's a lot. It's terrible.
And that's what the Christian church produced, man. So the Most High say, you shall know them by their fruits. What kind of fruit? Ask all your homosexuals. Ask all the homosexuals if they went to church and they were younger. They said yes, the church produced that. Thus saith the Most High, man. He said that's what they produce. God is saying that, right? And Matthew's what? 7 and 16, right? Matthew 7 and 16, right? Know them by their fruits. That's what they produce. Jump down to 24th for me out. 24th
Matthew
chapter.
Chapter 7 and verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will like.
Give me verse 11, Salakia.
Verse 11. Verse 11. If ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father, which is in heaven, give good things to them that ask him? Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets.
This is the what?
The law and the prophets.
This is the law and the prophets, right? Keep going.
Enter ye in at the straight gate.
In the what?
The straight gate.
In the what?
The straight gate.
What's so funny about that is ain't nothing straight about what's going on in them offices. I didn't even know they do that in the offices. You mean to tell me they have time? Man, it's an American thing. I'm telling you, on radio stations, grown men damn near 50 years old making jokes. You know what it's like to me, being a younger nigga and I see you that old making that joke. And let's say you make a joke when you're around me. I don't give a damn what your age is. I'm gonna check the fuck out you on that. Hey, your ass is too old to be making them nasty jokes like that. That's what you're gonna get from me. They're not gonna like me, because that's what you're gonna get. Because that's disgusting and it's nasty. That's a spirit you have to attack. A spirit you have to put fire to. You can't play with that spirit, man. And what produces that? It's a Christian church. I cannot say it enough. The straight gate. These niggas decided to go on the crooked gate? I don't know what to even call it. Like, for real, like I don't know what to even call it. They call it crooked, like the left. I don't want to call it the left gate because, man, jump down to 24 for me out. Verse for me. No, Matthew's. No, Matthew's. Give me Matthew's 24:11.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
And shall what?
Shall deceive many.
Now, if you're a righteous man in today's time, most I just say many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. I would be absolutely worried about every single thing I'm hearing today. Every single thing I'm hearing today, right? How I know you're doing that exact thing because you hear what the ISUPK is saying and you say, oh my God, they're false prophets because it's foreign to your ear, right? But the same religion, right, or beliefs that imprison your great grandmother and your people, you rather follow that and say what we're saying is evil and wrong, and what your great grandmother, the tradition that we learned from them, you would say that is correct, even though that same tradition and beliefs led us into captivity. That same tradition led us into captivity, man. Right? Right now in Canada, they passed a law where a man can have sex with an animal. Right? A man can have obesity, what's called bestiality. Bestiality, right? First off, I don't even know why I use that one for. That's an Esau thing. But nonetheless, a lot of Israelites, a lot of Israelites have now adopted that same, right? Listen, right? You mean to tell me in 2022, we got to tell you it's wrong to have sex with a goat, right? But the tradition of your ancestors, or our ancestors rather, right, and the beliefs that you believe in the Christian church, that encourages those behavior because there's no repercussion for it. Let me give you an example. In the Christian church, you do something wrong, or you see a Christian do something wrong. What they say? Oh no, only God can. What they say? Only God can judge me, and God know my heart. I heard someone say that. The nigga was doing something wrong. We said, even though I did it, God know my heart. He know I didn't mean it. But nigga, you did it, bro. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. He did it. But he said, "Oh no, God know that I didn't want to do it." So who did it for you? If he know you didn't want to do it, who did it for you? Right? How do you identify these men? Is their fruits, what they produce, right? You got to listen to them talk, see the way they live their lives. You cannot call yourself a godly man, right, or a godly woman. She's going into the strip club on Saturday, right, and she's in church on Sunday. He's buying whores, prostitutes and all, you know what I'm saying, a whoremonger. He's that on Saturday, but he's going and teaching the congregation on Sunday. That doesn't make sense. You know what that produced? That produced lesbianism, homosexuality, you know what I'm saying, and whoredom. Your son gonna be a homosexual. Your daughter's gonna be a lesbian. Go ahead up.
Sister said, as an example, Christians be saying, "I have my own relationship with God."
Oh my God,
that's
that one is that's the one. Who said that one?
Sister Mupar, yeah.
Oh, that sister's excellent, man. I like that sister, man. She excellent. I'm saying, hey, shalom, sis. That is excellent. I'm always hearing that one. A secret relation, or they got their own person. You know who use that one a lot? A lot of sisters use that one a lot. They say Christ is in a, what is it called? Like, what is it called? Entanglement? At this point, I don't know what to even call it. Real shit, Jada changed the game, right? Jada Pinkett changed the game. What do you call it? They say, what they say? Them and Christ is in a
lot of like you catch the right Christian women, she'll say Christ is her husband.
Damn, they go as far as say Christ is their husband. Damn.
But then of course, most of them they'll say they have a personal relationship.
They have a personal relationship, just them and only them and Christ, huh? Only them and the Most High, because the Most High come to them, as they say. You know who speaks like that? The same sisters speak like that. It's the same sisters that will text you Grand Rising. You know how much I hate that. I told you that, right? A sister texted me that. Text me Grand Rising. That was the last Grand Rising she ever said. Up to today. Oh man, I was mad. That's all I am though. I'm saying Salakia. I'm saying one mistake with me. I'm saying, especially I was just saying shit in my rib. You know what I'm saying? So it'll text me Grand Rising. Oh my God. Oh man, grand ending. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. I'm saying, but the same ones that talk like that are the same ones that have a personal relationship with the Most High or with Christ, right?
Or that, they believe in the universe. I don't know if you heard that one.
Universe. Which one is that one?
Yeah, like that's like they replaced the Most High with like the universe. So like the
Oh my
universe is
God.
telling them that this is the right situation for them to be in.
God,
Yeah, that's a tough one.
man,
Like,
it's just
that's
I don't
the
know
same
what is
Grand
it.
Rising, they do that same Grand Rising thing.
Yeah, man. Man. Hey, the universe, right? Instead of using the Most High, they use the word universe.
God.
I mean, the universe is telling them that they should what? Go to man. The universe is telling me that I should leave my husband.
Yeah, God.
I got you. Hey, the Christian church produced that out. That's how you could tell, right? That no different than assistant ISUPK. They could tell what ISUPK produced because that sister is a walking example for the ISUPK, right? How she walk, she talk, how she carry herself each and every day. She's an example for the ISUPK. So the ISUPK produce that kind of fruit, right? You know we produce excellent fruit because you have sisters like that, right? Go ahead, Alex.
Sister Veronica, she asked, may I ask what does Grand Rising mean?
Sis, me and you both, right? Hey, give that sister a hand. Huh? That sister said, what does Grand Rising mean? Sis, help me out. Educate me. I do not know. What does that mean? Huh? To me, that sounds like some African voodoo, like voodoo, like it sounds like real shit to me. Huh? It just sounds, I just don't like it. Huh? You know what I'm saying? I just don't like it. It's just so like Egyptian, like, oh, Eddie Murphy, right? Eddie Murphy in Coming to America. Remember that? Eddie Murphy in Coming to America. What happened when his servant? When his servant came to him to wake him up, what did he say? Grand Rising. So that's an African thing to me. When I think they're doing that, I feel like they're trying to like spread their African Zen or the African, you know what I'm saying? Like spirit on me. I don't like that. I don't. That's not Israel. That's not an Israelite thing to say. Grand Rising. A lot of sisters pick that up. You know, another one that sister picked up. Truthfully, I'd rather this one than the Grand Rising is the worst thing to me. It's when sisters say like energy. You hear that word up? Oh my God. I hear that word. So that shit is I'm like, if you say that one more time, like energy. Like that. I'm saying personally, I prefer that one than the Grand Rising. So I don't know why you brought it back up. I like Grand Rising always bring me on, like gets me going. I hate that. I hate that with a passion, man. You know what I'm saying? But yes, sis, I have no idea, sis. I have no idea what that means. You know what I'm saying? Where we at?
We had Matthew the 24th chapter, verse 11.
Go ahead. Jump out 24 for me. 24. Yeah.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 24. For there shall arise false Christ and false prophets.
There shall arise what?
False Christ and false prophets.
False Christ and false prophets, right? Who was that false Christ? Who was the most famous false Christ? Right? See, definitely. The brother said Caesar Borgia. I'm saying that's excellent because that's damn near today. That's damn near Christ today. Let them tell that's Christ today. I'm thinking on a smaller scale than Martin Luther King. I'm bringing up Martin Luther King, but the brother brought up an excellent point on a bigger scale. False Christ is at Caesar Borgia because that is not Christ, as the officer said, right? That's not Christ, right? That's not Christ at all. Christ is not a white man with stringy hair and pale skin, right? And blue eyes. Is that the blue or that's blue eyes he had, right? In that picture, Caesar Borgia, yeah. I'm saying that's not Christ, right? That man gets skin cancer. Like this, Christ wouldn't get that. That man, Christ wouldn't get that. Christ already healed that already, like Cat Williams say, right? Cat Williams said, like, Christ already healed that already. Like, no, man, that's not Christ. All right. So that's your false prophets. And how do you know the Christian church produced that? Because the Christian church of using that image, right? Of using that image as Christ for the longest, right? Until ISUPK started coming out against it. Christian churches using that image as Christ for the longest. The minute right now you go into your Google, you type in Christ right now, or Jesus Christ, it's going to pop up that image of Caesar Borgia, right? And that was the Christian church pushed that. That's what it produced. Christian church produced nothing but lies. So Christ says you should know false prophets, and how you figure them out is what they produce, their fruits, right? That's how you know. Give me that's it on 24, right? Go ahead.
And shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
If it was possible, they shall deceive the very elect. That's how good they're gonna be. I'm saying, so you should be you should be worried, man. This time, you should be absolutely worried. And I would think you want to go with something that seems foreign to your ear rather than the same occurring like celebrations and religions and following that we've been following for thousands of years that have kept us in captivity. Hundreds of years have kept us in captivity, right? I would think you want to follow something new, as they say, right? I would think, right, Brock? I would think you want to follow something that's foreign to the ear rather than following the same thing your great-great-grandmother who born a Christian and died by the hands of other Christians. Serve till she died under the hands of other Christians. I would think you wouldn't want to follow that, right? But hey, that's what Christianity produced, man. I'm saying, if you cannot, give me Luke 6 and 26.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets.
Say that again.
Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you.
Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. What does that mean? Right? Who do we speak well of today? Not we. Who do the world speak well of today? Nigga, I've been saying, go ahead, up.
All your Christian leaders, your Farrakhan.
That's another one. Yes. Now, Farrakhan, they speak well of, right? Why they say woe? You know, woe means destruction, right? You know something coming. So keep going up.
Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you.
Now, why should Farrakhan be afraid right now? Because they speaking so well of him, right? Now, should he be afraid because they speaking well of him? No, it's because he produced nothing but bad fruit. And you have people speaking well of you while you producing bad fruit. Go ahead, keep going.
For so did their fathers to the false prophets.
So did their fathers to the what?
To the false prophets.
Meaning their fathers, the men they believe in, the men they followed, they speak in high of the false prophets before. So it's kind of like you figured that, like both sides saying it's a recurrence. These men right here that you speak high of, meaning you're speaking high of. Okay, the men that speak high of Farrakhan is on the Farrakhan. At one time, Farrakhan's fathers, who Farrakhan reviled, you know what I'm saying, he once speak high of, they were off. So it's a recurring thing, right? Recurring thing. That's what the most I say. Woe unto that. Woe unto that, man, because there's no fruit that comes from Islam. Name one thing Farrakhan have produced. Don't say Malcolm X. Malcolm X was not, once again, Malcolm X was not in the truth. Right? Don't get me wrong. Excellent brother. He seemed like he was a brother that was really trying, right? Him and the other one, Marcus Garvey. Those brothers in the Black Panther, they tried. They tried and failed, right? They failed nonetheless, but they were not in the truth. So you cannot bring up Malcolm X. Malcolm X was wrong. Furthermore, Malcolm X is a traitor.
Right.
Malcolm X was the damn traitor. Why I say he's a traitor? Malcolm X, right? Malcolm X came up under his fathers, you know what I'm saying? His heads, right? His leaders. And then he turned on them, turned on the same men who fathered him, teach him, took him in, right? Because he was in prison, took him in, fed him, clothed him, teach him, gave him the position that he have, right? And he turned around and betrayed him. That is not a good son, man. I don't give a damn. Yes, they were wrong. You know who else was also wrong? You. Malcolm X was wrong too. So he talking bad about them. He came out saying, here's the thing a lot of people don't know about Malcolm X. And this will always gets me about people. And you always find this. I'm going to close out the class in a little bit, right? You always find this in people. And I always say, be careful the friends you choose, right? Be very careful the friends you choose. You see somebody that when you and them fall out, they speak ill will of you. You always hear this in rappers, right? One rapper, two rappers are friends, right? And one of them fall out with the other one, and they go to bad talking, man. He ain't no gangster for real. He ain't never shot no one. He ain't never do this. He ain't never do that. He's fake. He a liar. He's this and he's that. You know what that tells me? It tells me more about the person talking about him. You know why? Because you know, let's say that is true. You know he was all this stuff. You one time you stood for him. You stand on him, right? You were rocking with him. Malcolm X coming out to say that Elijah Muhammad had young girls he was sleeping with, right? Him coming out saying that to the public tells me two things. One, he's absolutely filth and disgusting. Two, that he knew about this before. Wrong or right, Parag? He knew about this. I know it sounds like it should be locked. Yeah. He knew about this before. He knew, right? He knew about what Elijah Muhammad was doing. He knew. That's why I said, be careful with that, man. Be careful in the friends you choose. Be very, very, very careful in the friends you choose, man. Very careful. Because these same people one day, as these false prophets, as they say same people with you, laughing, joking with you. Be the same people. I'm saying you and them fall out, see them speak ill will of you. Well, this same man you was once rocking with, and you say you loved at one point, right? Malcolm X said he loved Elijah Muhammad at one point, if I'm not mistaken. All right, go ahead, up.
Sister Veronica said, and they say that's gangster, they say they gangster, that's like two females arguing.
Exactly. Two females arguing is correct. Absolutely correct. One, it's not even profitable. I'm saying, what do you get from that? Even shooting and killing and robbing people. I don't know when since we get in the habit of thinking being a murderer or being a wicked man is somewhat cool. That should show you how much of a child mindset we have. The Most High said this will happen. He said, children shall rule over us, right? That's a children mindset. That's a child's mindset. You mean to tell me doing evil is cool? Right? Doing evil stuff is cool because you have a childish mindset. No different than Malcolm X or Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm X was disloyal and he got a traitor's reward. Because they said they killed him, right? They said the Muslims, the Islam killed him, right, or whatnot.
Malcolm, yeah. Right.
Killed Malcolm, yes. Now, doesn't anybody get offended when I just said he got a traitor's reward? Doesn't the mob kill rats? Get me around that, Parag, right? The mob kill rats. Countries have killed, what do they call them? Men that betray countries. What do you call them?
Treason.
Treason, right? You commit treason, you get put to death. In fact, that was a rule at one time for many countries. You commit treason, you get put to death. So nothing I'm saying today is not something that's well, in fact, known. Rats get killed, right? Traitors get killed. Men that commit treason get killed. And that's what Malcolm X did. They killed them eventually. Because what he did was absolutely disloyal, right? And that's how you could tell them, I'm saying tell a false prophet is by their fruits, what they produce. Give it enough time. You want to know if someone is really changed and they're good, give it enough time. Look at their fruits. Seeing what their works that they're doing. Seeing how they move. Sit back and watch them. That'll be able to tell you if they're a good person or not. And before I close the class, I say this: it's like saying, you love somebody, right? We don't know. Love is an action, right? No one knows this more than women. You go tell a woman you love her, but every chance you get, you and her get into a conflict, you're putting your hands on her, you're beating the hell out of her, I'm saying degrading her. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nothing, you ain't shit, all this, right? The minute you and her get into it, you get to saying all that stuff, degrading her on it. Then what did she say to you? If you love me, why would you say these things to me? If you love me, why you treat me this way? Because a woman will tell you that love is an action, right? There's no way you cannot sit here and tell me that these shepherds, right? These false prophets love our people. How so? Every election year, in a couple years' time, the Christian churches, the pastors, right? They're gonna get on camera with a Republican Party. They're gonna go out and say, we need to go vote Republican, and because the Democrats are not doing anything for us. Then you're gonna have another side of Christian prophets or Catholic or whoever, right? Pastors. That what they're gonna do is they're gonna go out and be on the Democratic side. They're gonna say the Republicans are racist. They've always been racist, and la 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 la. Every single election we have that. There's no way they love our people. When what fruits? Where's the fruits at? We live in the ghettos. We're still enslaved, right? We don't have jobs. Our women are being kidnapped, raped. Our men are in prison. Our children is running the street, murdering, killing each other, right? Christian churches produce nothing but violence, wickedness, right? That's it. That's how you be able to tell a false prophet, by their works. With that, I'll say, once again, with ISUPK coming on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm saying we got classes at 124, 16 North 28 Drive. That's 12416 North 28 Drive. Classes from Tuesday to Friday. Should be down at the bottom. Tuesday to Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Classes on Saturday, 10 to noon. I'm saying, with that, I pass the class to Preaching Officer Parat. In fact, we close it out. With that, I'm saying, we're going to close the class out. I'm saying, with that, I'll say, once again, Shalom Yahweh Shema Shaka Thumb to you brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shema Thumb by Shemir Shai to you sisters.
War with a priest.